What's up guys, my name is Alan and welcome to my channel Alan Architectural. So in this video it's going to be like a crash course on how we can be able to model out a hotel design in Revit. This tutorial, this series is just going to be for beginners, alright? But maybe if you're an advanced learner in Revit, you can follow through as well to get some new tips and bits about this software. So without wasting much time, I would like us to get started because we have a long journey ahead of us. So if you're a beginner, when you open Revit up, this is basically the interface or the interface you're going to receive, all right, the first time opening Revit up. So you're going to be modeling, you're going to create an architectural design for a hotel. So we are going to start with, so when we open Revit up, the first thing we want to do is we want to move to new. When we move to new, we are going to have a pop-up menu, and then when we have this pop-up menu, we just have to click on this drop-down menu. We find architectural. Make sure you find the metric architectural template. The metric architectural template means you'll be working in the metric system of measurement, all right? So you're going to be using the millimeters, the centimeters, the meters as well. But in the imperial, when you take the imperial architectural template, it means that you'll be working in the imperial system of measurement, which is the inches and the feet. So we will be using the metric system, all right? So I'm going to choose the metric architectural template. Make sure you select project, not project template. Make sure your mouse pointer has checked project. It's already checked, and then we click on OK, and then Revit automatically opens up for us. So we are not going to waste much time. We are going to start with our hotel design. I would like you guys to follow through by every step and everything I do in this video. So you guys must make sure you follow through and make sure you practice with your software as well. Make sure you have your computer right beside you, and then you also go through with the same procedure of how I'll be handling our hotel design in the software. All right, so we are going to the first thing we are going to do is we are going to save our project. All right, the file is not saved. It's very, very important. So I'm going to hit my Control S on my keyboard, and then I'm going to save that project. So you can decide on where you want to save it. So some people might like to save it on their desktop. I'm going to save it on documents. All right, I'm going to save it at documents, and I'm going to call this hotel design. All right, I'm going to call this hotel design architectural. I'm going to call this hotel design architectural. So I'm going to save that at my documents. I'm saving it at my documents tab, and I'm just going to hit on save right there. Beautiful. So now my file is saved. As you can see at the top over here is written hotel design architecture. So anytime I'm working, I'm just going to be consistently hitting my Control S to automatically save my file so I don't lose anything. So make sure guys, you guys save your file. So we'll be doing a little bit of setting up in our software before we start modeling our building. All right, now you see this elevation markers right here. I don't think our hotel is going to fit right in this space. All right, it's going to be quite a little bit bigger because I want you guys to be able to model something bigger in Revit. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to move all our elevation markers backwards a little bit. We are going to move it about, so just select, make sure you just select this elevation markers, and then you hit MV to move. All right, MV is to move. Or the other thing you can do is you can select it, and then you hit on this tab right here. So we are going to move this backwards. All right, I'm going to move it about 10,000 millimeters backwards, 10,000 exactly. And I'm going to do the same thing for all the other elevation markers as well. I'm going to move this 10,000 millimeters backwards. Is back. All right, I'm going to move this as well, 10,000 millimeters backwards. Now what I'm doing is I'm just selecting it, and then I hit the shortcut MV to move. All right, then I type in 10,000 millimeters. All right, then it moves backwards. All right, so I'm just going to hit MV, and then I move this also backwards as well, 10,000 millimeters. So I've moved my elevation markers backwards. Make sure your scale is in 1 in 100. Make sure your scale is in 1 in 100. It's very, very important. That's the standard scale, unless otherwise. All right. Make sure your scale is in 1 in 100. So before you start modeling anything in Revit, the first thing you want to do is you would want to set your levels up. You would want to set your levels up. So we are going to go into any of the elevation markers, any of the elevation views right here. So just go into your project browser and then you get into any of your elevation views. It can either be your north elevation, your south elevation, or your west elevation. But with this video, I'm going to start with the east elevation. All right. Revit automatically gives us just two levels. I don't know why. They usually just give us only two levels, which is our level 1 and our level 2. And our level 1 is usually on 0. Our level 1 is usually on 0. So I'm going to change all that. So we are going to change that to fit our hotel design as beginners. All right. This is going to be an interesting series with you guys. So we are going to change all that and make this, we're going to change all these levels right here. So I'm just going to add in more levels. But before I add in more levels, this level 1 marker right here, I'm going to call this my ground level. All right. This is going to be my ground level. And then you are going to have a pop-up menu. If you've watched my other series, which were modeling a two-story building, we talked about this pop-up menu right here. So this pop-up menu, when you check yes, all right, it's going to make sure that this ground level name I have written in here is also going to change in the ceiling plan and in the floor plans as well. But when you select no, that means it's just going to change in the ground floor plan and it's not going to change in any other view. So you make sure you always select the yes. Make sure you always select yes. I'm going to select yes for this video. And then with my level 2, I'm going to call that my ground floor plan. With my level 2, I'm going to call that my ground floor plan. Beautiful. And I'm going to select yes. And one thing I'm also going to do is I'm going to click on that and I'm going to change the height right there. I'm going to make it 1000 millimeters. All right, I'm going to bring that to 1000 millimeters. You can click on this and you're going to see a zigzag, something like a Z line on this. When you click on that, it breaks the level right here for you to be able to have some sort of like a neat work. So this doesn't interfere with this writings right here, so you're not going to see what you have in there. So we've kind of like broken that level right here so that we can at least have some sort of like a neat work. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add more levels. We are going to add more levels. So you can go into your architecture tab, go into your level. The shortcut is LL. Let me use the shortcut so you guys can see LL, and then we have that right in there. So I'm going to move this to about 3500. I'm going to move this to 3500. I'm going to leave that right there. And then I'm going to call this my mezzanine. I'm going to call this my mezzanine floor. This is going to be our mezzanine floor. Make sure it's always yes. And then we are going to create more levels. We are going to create more levels. More levels, more levels, more levels, more levels. 3500, yes. More levels. And then we are going to call this our first floor plan. We are setting up our levels for our hotel design. It's just going to go up 4 times, so we are just setting up our levels. So this is our first floor plan. This is our first floor plan. And we can, one thing we can also do is this message is probably annoying sometimes when you're working and you always have to click on this yes make sure you've left 45 degrees, and this is 10,000 millimeters. So I'm going to move this line also as well. I'm going to move it all the way. I'm going to move that line all the way up here. Yes, I'm going to leave it about 30,000. Beautiful. So I'm going to bring that line, the same 45 degrees is 135, which means I've left 45 degrees on the other side. So make sure you leave that 45 degrees, all right? And then I'm going to bring this line to probably touch this line. Yes. So I'm going to move and draw this line. I'm going to draw this line down here, and then I'm going to trim and extend. I hit the shortcut TR to trim and extend that line to join with this line right here. And then I'm going to draw another line from this place right here. I'm going to leave about 15,000. No, I'm just going to draw that. Just make sure you draw that line to align exactly with this line right here. So it should also be in the same line with this, all right? It should be in the uniform line with that. And then I'm going to select all these lines right here. I'm just going to select all these lines right here, and then I'm going to mirror it to the other side, all right? So this is our mirror tool right here. Make sure you are in the modify tab, and then this is our mirror tool. And then we just have to move your mouse pointer on that line until you find a triangle. When you find something like a triangle, it means you are at the midpoint of that line. So I'm just going to click on that, and then I move my line upwards, and then I have that mirrored onto the other side of my view right here. So I'm just going to select everything in there. You can notice it has also entered into my elevation marker. So I'm just going to hold down my shift key and then deselect my elevation marker right here. I'm going to deselect it, and then I'm going to move this to the center. All right, so we noticed as on the beginning of the video, we moved our elevation markers, we moved them backwards about 10,000 millimeters, but it's still not enough. So I think we still have to move our elevation markers, guys. We still have to move it. So the same procedure, MV, and then I'm going to move this, just move it about the same 10,000. Just move it about the same 10,000, guys. Just make sure you select it, hold down your control tab, and then you select it right here, and then you move it about 10,000. We're going to move that about 10,000, the same 10,000. Beautiful. So we have this our line. So this is probably just going to be the layout of our hotel as beginners. All right, this is going to be the layout of our hotel. So our entrance is probably just going to be from this way into the building. This is how they are going to access the building, from this way, and then you enter into the building right here. So guys, make sure you save as well. Make sure you hit the Ctrl S tab. All right, so we are going to end in this video. We are just going to take our breath. I don't want the video to be too long, so we'll continue in the next episode, where we are going to be modeling out our walls to see exactly what we have in our model right here. So make sure you guys relax, refreshen up, and follow through with everything we have done in this video from the beginning to where we have gotten to now, and then you continue in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. I'm still working real hard on a Saturday. A future I don't see from a mile away.